my phone and I look at my camera myself to see if like anything happened to my face. I put the wig on backwards. Y'all, I had bangs in the back. Hello, what's up? It is me, Alicia P. It's your girl. Welcome or welcome back. You know, I say this every video, but I be missing y'all. I be like, oh my God, like, when am I gonna see my friends again? Anyway, we are gonna get into a story time. I've been waiting to do this. I was talking to a few of my coworkers and they was like, girl, you should put that on your YouTube channel. Like, they gonna eat that up. So I was like, let's test the waters. Let's see if y'all are gonna eat it up like they said. So today's story time is going to be about the time that I got into a car accident. Very messy, all of that, after going to go see a movie with a friend of mine. I feel like this video ain't gonna be that long, but I mean, we shall see. So let me pull out my trusty Fern so I can keep up with the name that I gave this person, because I told y'all if I don't write it down, I'm not going to remember what I named them. We about to get into a story time. Period. Okay, so I believe I'm gonna name her Susan. I like that. I love giving all these people in my stories like the most basic names, because I just think it's like chef's kiss, because then the stuff they be doing is crazy, off the wall. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's like fun to me. I don't know. Let's get into it. My name gonna be Susan. Okay, so basically me and Susan was finna go see a movie, and let me start from the top. Basically me and Susan had planned on seeing a movie, and this was around when I was in high school. I was trying to make new friends, and I was the type where I was like I'm not gonna talk to anybody at all. And then around like junior years when I was like, okay, I'm gonna finally open up and start making friends. Yes, I waited till the last second, but I mean, it's cool though, because I was like, oh, this girl wanna hang out with me. Basically, I knew Susan through a mutual friend of mine. We gonna name her, because she's not gonna really come up in the story, we're gonna name her Nina. So Nina was the one that kind of like introduced us. So I was like, okay, I'm messing with Susan and I'm gonna try to become her friend, and then we can all be a big group and hang out. Because I was like really trying to, you know, make friends and get into that friendship type of team. But yeah, we was gonna all hang out and be a big old happy family and be best friends, you know, big group teams, you know what I'm saying? Essentially, me and Susan met through Nina. So then Nina was like, you know, we should all hang out one day and stuff like that. So we did hang out, all three of us at one point. And I was like, okay, I'm messing with Susan. She seemed cool. So me and Susan exchanged numbers. We texted, and I had told her at the time that I worked at a movie theater. I'm not gonna name the movie theater, you know, just in case they try to come for me. I used to work in a movie theater in high school. So basically I got my big old discounts, and you know, I could bring a friend, we can get into movies for like, I think it was like half off, because I had already used my free movie for the week. So it was like half off type of thing, which I mean, I don't mind paying that. But essentially, I told my friend about it, you know, or my friend to be, should I say. I told Susan about it, and I was like, you know, hey girl, I get half off movies and I've really been wanting to see The Joker. This is the Joker we went to see, Do Bop Beep. And basically, that one, I was like really excited to see it. It looked really good, and I saw that it was a lot of good critiques on the movie for the most part. So I was like, girl, how about we go see that? So she's like, cool, let's do it. But here's the thing, in high school I did not drive. I did not drive because my mom refused to let me go get my own license. I think it was mainly because I was like, you know, the oldest getting older. She was like, no, you're not driving. Ridiculous, never. And I was like, okay, whatever, I guess. I don't know. But she was like, cool, I will pick you up, because I mean, it's a free exchange. It's like you get half off, you get to see a movie, you get to hang out with somebody that you cool with, and in exchange, you just giving her a ride there, giving her a ride home, and she didn't live too far from where I lived at, because we talked about that too, just in case it was like doing too much, and then, you know, it would be like a no, we ain't gonna even We ain't gonna even try all that, put them miles on your car like that, friend. But yeah, so basically, fast forward, end of the week, she pull up on me, right? And she's like, girl, I'm outside. Let go see this movie. Let go. So, you know, I get cute, all dressed up, and I put on a wig. I'm laughing already because, oh my God. I put on a wig, and it was my little bang wig, right? So at the time, your girl did not know how to install. I still don't, but I know how to do a little bit more than I did at the time. And I was in high school, and you know, you're learning. You're gonna make mistakes, okay? We all make mistakes. Oh my God, though. My mistake was really bad. Like literally, it was square brows. It was makeup that don't match your face. It was making my own wig, like the whole shebang. But this time I actually did something cool. So I got a curly wig and cut bangs on it and did like a fluffy look. So I'm gonna insert a picture of what that looked like right here. And basically that's kind of like roughly what it looked like at the time. I don't really have like a lot of my old high school photos, but that's basically what my hair looked like at the time of this situation. And I was really like, oh, I'm feeling cute, I'm feeling good. Basically, she pull up on me, I get in the car, I'm looking cute, but my curly wig is a glueless wig, basically. I mean, it came where you gotta glue it, but it's a glueless install, basically. So we on the way there, and meanwhile, we're talking and stuff, but I'm noticing that this girl cannot drive. Like, I'm noticing little things that she's doing, and I'm just like, girl, right? Like, I'm scared. Like, this is terrible. Like, I value my life. I don't know about you, but I value my life. And she was scaring me. Like, what are you doing? So she driving, she, you know, cutting people off, and like, it's scary. The whole situation's scary. But I was like, it's cool, you know, new driver alert. But she wasn't doing like terrible to the point where I'm like, oh my God. But she wasn't doing the bestest, if you know what I mean. Anyway, so we get to the movies. Also, keep in mind, when I worked at the movie theater, it was a very itchy experience. I might even do a story time about that as well, and like what happened with that. But yeah, I could do a big old story time on what happened at my old job. If y'all do want to hear a story about what it was like working at the movie theater, I can. Anyway, so basically we get there, and one of my like old supervisors is there at the time. I mean, he was a current supervisor at the time, if you know what I mean. But I mean, I'm saying like one of my supervisors was there, basically. And this was the one that did not like me, like really hated me. And I never understood what I did to this man, but he did not like me, y'all. So when I got there with my friend Susan, well, you know what I mean by that. When I got there with the girl, okay, she was not my friend yet. Not my full friend, but she was a mutual buddy. But when I got there with Susan, basically he was already there, and he was already being weird about the fact that I wanted to watch the movie. The man asked me where was my ID. I need to see some ID to confirm that you can come see this movie, because the movie I think is rated R, and like I was old enough to see it, but you know how he was like, I gotta see your ID though, that's company policy, I gotta see your ID. And I'm like, you know my age, and you know that I work here. It would be different if I was a random person trying to get into the movie, but it's like, you know me. But he was grimy like that. And basically, I left my ID at home, I know. But I mean, in my defense, if I work there and my ID and all of that is on file, you gotta cut me some slack. I'm gonna think he got proof of who I am, because he does. I told him, with my ID, you can pull that up on file and find me, okay? And he was like, no, I gotta see a physical copy. I gotta see a physical copy. I'm like, this is ridiculous. Like, this is ridiculous. But she had brought an ID. Susan did. So Susan pulled her ID out and was like, sir, boo, you tried to get us. Because basically one of us has to be old enough to go see it. And like technically he was saying like, if you ain't got your ID, I don't know how old you are. How did I get the job if you didn't know how old I was, you dumb duty pants? Like, you're stupid. You know how old I am, sir. Anyway, so she pulls out her ID and gives it to him, and he takes it. And basically, you know, he's like, cool, go see a movie, enjoy. And you could tell he was so mad that she brought her ID. He was like, what? A responsible teenager? So basically we went in and saw the movie. Now, please keep in mind that there was one scene in the movie that is very significant to the story time, okay? There's a scene in the movie where the Joker gets into a car crash, right? The car flies around and then it hits a rail on the passenger side, right? Please remember that, because I'm pretty sure you know what I mean, but it's crazy to me that it mimicked what happened in the movie. I was like, oh my God. And this was around the time that I had put in my 2 weeks for the job. I was like, forget this job. So it was just really weird. Like, it was a weird experience. Anyway, let's get into it. So meanwhile, also, this is important. While we were watching the movie, she was eating mozzarella sticks. At the time, I love mozzarella sticks, but I didn't like dipping it in the marinara sauce. I know, don't kill me, don't hate me, but I just like eating the mozzarella sticks raw, personally. So basically, she asked me, could I keep her marinara sauce in my bag for her? Because I brought my backpack and she didn't bring no bag. She just brought her and her phone. That's it. So she was like, can I put it in my bag and then can you give it to me when I drop you off? And I'm like, yes. So we get done with the movie, we kick in, we talk about how we feel about the movie, what we think. It was like a really cute experience. And I was just like, okay, I've made a new buddy and this girl actually likes to hang out and likes to go do stuff. I was like, this is fine. I ain't gotta worry about nothing. We good. We get in the car, we're driving and we talking, laughing and stuff. She keeping her eyes on the road, is cute. So then we are about to pass a light, right? The light is green and then it turns yellow. But when I say we're about to, I'm saying the light right here and we are right here, almost out of frame of the camera. What are you supposed to do when the light turns yellow? Slow down, right? And I hear her say, should I run it? What? No, like, no, please do not run the light. I literally say, God, no. Y'all, I said, God, no, right? Like, don't do it. But it's like, I had froze for a second when she asked me that, because I was like, she playing. And then you know how you can see the twinkle in somebody's eye when they about to do some like fuck shit? Bro, literally I looked to her, because I'm in the passengers. I looked to her and I'm like, oh hell. Oh my God, I am finna die in this car with this woman that I've hung out once with. Because I don't count the mutual. We talking about me and her that I've hung out once with. Oh my God. What the fudge? Please do not do that. So I said, God, no, right? It went in her ear, out the other. We passed in the light and I see that the light turned green for the other people. Now keep in mind, we left the mall. So the area we were in obviously gets busy and it connects back to the interstate. So these are people coming off the interstate, getting onto the road that she's trying to fly past. And it's nighttime and her car is pitch black. That's the color it was, pitch black. So it makes it even worse. It's not even a car that you could really see. Like, you can see it, but do you know what I mean? Like, when it's dark like that outside, it's a lot more dangerous to drive a black car than it is like a white or a red or etc. So basically she run the light and then all you see is us and 3 cars is flying. They all beeping at her. 2 of them get by, but one dude, he was literally coming up, and I think he was with his girlfriend. He coming up and boom, smack us dead smack in the middle. But y'all want to know what was crazy? He smack us, we fling like in the movie, and the passenger side get hit up against the rail, just like the movie. I'm not even exaggerating or trying to be funny, but y'all, literally exactly like that. So then we hit impact. She get hit with the little airbag or whatever. All you can hear is ringing in our ears, just like in the movie where there's one scene where it's just straight ringing. That actually happened, which was weirder. I'm looking around. Y'all keep in mind I said I had a bang wig on. I'm looking like, I'm feeling my forehead like, where is my hair? Meanwhile, she over here, you know, she not crying, but she's really startled to the point of like, you can hear she's about to cry in her voice. And she's like, are you okay? Y'all, I was so shocked that I just got into my first car crash with a girl I just met, that the first thing I asked her was, girl, where is my wig? Did it fly out the window? Because y'all, I was a hard-working teenager. I need my bread, and I bought me a wig. I was feeling cute, but y'all, I was bald-headed in this crash. I was bald-headed in the crash. That is so crazy. So I'm looking around for my wig, like, where could it be? I'm looking in the back seat and everything. She keep asking me, are you sure you're okay? Are you sure you're good? I'm looking like, girl, shut up and find my wig. You're doing all this talking, and I'm bald-headed. See, the girl didn't understand. I'm black, okay? I don't think she understood the severity of my black ass bald-headed in the crash, okay? I'm bald. Where is it? Where is it? So I'm looking around like, what the hell is my hair? Y'all, it was stuck in the steering wheel. The curls was tangled all up in the wheel. I literally looked up and I was like, what did I do? I'm thinking back like, did I say something to somebody a couple days ago? Did I do something wrong? Because why my hair fly off? Then on top of that, I had a seatbelt on, right? As you should. But basically the seatbelt curved into my stomach and it left like a weird print, like a big dent in my stomach. So that was also like, what? And then I'm gonna tell you later what happened too with that injury. But it was basically really weird because I was like, what? Right? So I'm looking like, I said, girl, it's in your wheel. She said, oh my God. She's like, do you want me to pull it out? I was like, girl, move, because I need every curl to stay up in that wig, and I don't need your ass just over here like, yelp, and then it's missing the whole back. So I'm ripping it, pulling it. She over here like, oh my God, I'm gonna call my dad. Oh, I'm like, girl, hush. I'm trying to get things together. Girl, I'm trying to get my wig out. So basically, I get my wig out of the wheel, but yes, RIP, there was a couple curls stuck in the wheel still, unfortunately. But I did salvage enough to where the wig literally looked like ain't nothing happened. Because you know, I got that good density. I was not playing. You know, I don't play about it. It need to be full of life. So, you know, I lost about a good 5%. A good 5% density. I ain't gonna lie. But the wig still looked full and we were still giving. So I pop it back on, correct? But I'm still in a lot of shock. Please keep that in mind. I'm still in big shock, right? I even checked my bag. But basically, yeah, I'm still in a lot of shock, right? So I open up my bag and look in there. That marinara sauce I saved for her, sugar cooked in my backpack with all of my homework and paperwork in it. Because at the time, your girlie was not like, oh, I got me a little purse, we going out. I was pop my same backpack from school on and keep it pushing. So my entire backpack with my work, with my wallet, all of that is covered in marinara sauce. So now I'm heated. It's crazy. I should be heated off the car crash, but no, I'm heated because of the marinara and my wig. I told you I was in shock. I wasn't even thinking like, girl, you just almost died and you talking about some sauce in your bag. But I mean, y'all would understand. Your girl was bald-headed, okay? I look crazy. So then eventually the man in his car, he gets out and he asks us, are we okay? Which I'm shocked, because really we should have asked him, is he okay as well? Because he spun around when he hit us like that. But he was like, well, my neck hurt and stuff like that when we asked him next. But first he asked us. But basically he was just like, I'm good though. And then, you know, he was like, I did call the police. We just gonna wait on them to get here. You know, exchange insurance, etc., etc. You know, the usual when it comes to car crashes. So we waiting. She telling me I'm so sorry, and she keep trying to talk to me. And I'm like, girl, please do not talk to me. I'm checking my phone because my phone flew out my hand. So I'm making sure that my phone ain't cracked. And I will say it was a little crack in the corner, but nothing severe. So I was like, it's cool, right? So the cop get here and he's cracking up while I'm telling my story. And I'm like, sir, what's funny? And like, I didn't ask him because I didn't clock that he was laughing at me. And also he was fine as hell. So I'm like, why is this fine ass man cracking up at my near-death experience? This is not funny. Her dad pulls up, like the girl's dad, because I called my mom, and y'all know how black parents are. She was like, well, if he already there and he said he was gonna give you a ride, just get a ride from him. And he keep asking me, am I good? Am I good? Am I good? Do I need anything? I'm like, sir, I need you to get your daughter away from me this instant before I choke her out. okay? Because I'm very upset right now that I just almost died. Like, I was really mad at the time, like, as one should. So basically, I look in my camera, I'm on my phone, and I look at my camera myself to see if like anything happened to my face. Because I'm telling you, you know, I'm only mainly checking bodily. I'm not checking my face. I put the wig on backwards. Y'all, I had bangs in the back. My bangs was back here, and then I didn't even cut the lace on the back of the wig, so I just had the big old lace piece. That's how in shock I was. And what pissed me off is at least, I'm talking about Susan. At least Susan could have said, girl, your wig is on wrong. Fix it before you get caught. Because then on top of that, Susan does see my braids and everything. And I don't even know you like that. That's embarrassing. That is so embarrassing, bro. Like, I don't even know this girl like that yet. You know, I wanted to get to know her. And it's like, my hair is off my head. My braids are out. This is embarrassing. This is so embarrassing. And then I had the old braids from when I had got my hair done before that. So then it don't look right. It's just, it's a lot going on. Like, I was embarrassed. So on top of that, finding out that my wig is on backwards threw me for a loop. Okay, so you're telling me that I talked to this fine ass man with my bangs in the back? Oh my God, it's giving makeshift mullet. That is not cute. But he was so, y'all, I was like, oh my God, arrest me, officer. But it's like, I'll be saying stuff and then I'll be like, bro, like, stop saying these things. Like, quit. Oh my God. What? So anyway, I get back home and I tell my mom exactly what happened. And she was furious at the girl. She actually talked to the girl's dad, like Susan's dad, and was just like, dude, that's so irresponsible. You really need to talk to your daughter. That's inappropriate. She almost killed her and my daughter. Like, but I really hope she's okay. Is she hurt? So it's like, my mom was really being very like, I really hope your daughter's okay. But if she ever, like, if my daughter would have, you know, I would have came for y'all. That's the vibe that she was giving. Like, my daughter would have died because your daughter did some stupid shit, I would have came for you, period. And I love that. I love that about my mom. But basically, so I lay down on the couch. I'm laid out like this, like, because all that adrenaline from me losing my wig and going crazy, it ran out. I felt every single pain that I had got in the crash. I felt my neck hurting. My face felt kind of like stiff. Like, I don't know how to explain that, but it's like whenever you get in a car crash, it's like you kind of feel like stuck. I don't know if that makes sense. But then on top of that, my whole stomach within the next day turned purple. But since it was my last day of work and I was trying to make that big check the next day, why I still go to work after all this happened? I still went to work like nothing happened. And I told my boss about the crash and how I was in so much pain. And he was like, dude, you should have stayed home. And I was like, no, I gotta get that bread. And he was like, okay, well, if you want to, you know, kind of like sit down and chill in between and we won't say nothing to you, because usually, obviously, if you sitting on the job, but he was like, if you got to do that, that's fine. So that is what happened. She almost took me and her out, and I lost my hair. I'm sorry, that's the most like what of the whole story, because literally in my head I was like, I do not care that I just got into a crash. I do not care that much that the marinara touched my back like that. Like, I was pissed, but I wasn't like, oh my God, because I mean, literally, if I tell my, you know, my teachers I got into a crash and my whole back got covered and stuff, and we got evidence that I got into a crash, I mean, yeah, basically, you know, I was like, as long as my teachers know about it, I should be good. And I mean, I was good. All the homework that I had in there, I just asked my teachers for new copies of. It wasn't nothing crazy, and my homework was still readable. It was just covered in sauce, so it was just gross. So I had to like copy everything onto my new paperwork, if that makes sense. But yeah, that is basically what happened. That's the story time. Susan did a little oopsie and almost took us out. Because on top of that, y'all, I just want to say too that the rail was a very janky rail. If we would have hit it a little bit harder, we would have flipped over into the ditch, and I would not be here today to tell you how goofy, silly, crazy it was. Oh my god. Also, I feel so cute with these little ponytails. I'm feeling superior. But yeah, that is basically what happened. I really do hope y'all enjoyed the story time, and I hope y'all continue to watch me. Real quick, make sure you do all the things I asked for. First of all, make sure you subscribe, do the beep beep bop, press that button real quick. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at it's right here, its.eliscia. Also, make sure you like, comment all the words. I should not have to ask y'all every time you watch. You should be doing it, okay? Because I am the bestest. I'm the hostess with the mostest. Oh, that was so corny. I'm so sorry. But thank you for watching, and I really do hope y'all enjoyed the video. I hope to see you again in the next few days. And I know that my schedule on posting has been kind of weird. We trying to get into seeing, like, you know, what I feel comfortable with, so bear with me. We only going up from here. But all right, bye.